Welcome to the Noobcast. This is Feeder, and here is the game I've been waiting for all day. The Defense 3 Team Liquid vs. mousesports, and this is the final game. It was best out of 3, and it did make it to 3, so I bet the other two were good, but I simply do not have time for all of them today. I am operating on very little sleep also, by the way, so be a little bit forgiving. I might not have the energy I usually have, and all of that good stuff. So, let's hop in. They are starting their picks and their bans, and we have a ban of Wisp coming from the mousesports. Also, I think I'm going to do a shitty giveaway. If you can figure out what magic potion I am drinking here, magic potion being like disgusting flat drink that should be delicious but is now disgusting because it's flat, I will give you the worst item in my inventory. I just got a new shitty common item from the battle points drop, and if you can tell me what I'm drinking, I will give it to you. Doesn't that sound awesome? No, it doesn't. Anyway, whatever. It might be good. There's like a same percent chance as getting one of those pretty couriers with awesome effects from opening a chest, but this one you don't have to pay money, you just have to leave a comment.
10 seconds
and I will give you a crappy item. We have a Batrider ban as well from the mousesports, and Neek's Assassin. When they don't ban Batrider, he gets picked, so he is getting banned, and Neek's Assassin is a sick, sweet, awesome support hero, and Team Liquid doesn't want him, so they're gonna ban him. Yep. That's my story about Neek's Assassin today. Normally I would talk about what these heroes and their abilities do, but I don't feel like it. I will once they start picking. Is that fair? I don't care. I don't care. This is what happens when I've had 2 hours of sleep and I'm trying to have the amount of energy needed to do a cast. I want to watch the game anyway, so I figure I would like to have a cast of it as well. Probably a bad idea, but whatever. I just watched a Star Ladder game in which I made a really stupid mistake about what item someone was building. I'm sure that is likely to happen again, so again, cut me a little slack. Dark Seer, the final first round ban, coming out as the ban from Team Liquid. And of course, Keeper of the Light, Feeder of the Light, picked up by mousesports. He probably won't feed. He is actually wicked, wicked good. Keeper of the Light is an amazing hero. He's getting, if he doesn't get banned, which he is getting banned a lot of the time now, he gets picked up right away. Illuminate, keeping lanes pushed and keeping them from getting pushed, and Chakra Magic, keeping that
5 seconds
person next to you nice and maned up. Probably the carry, if he is hanging out in the jungle nearby. Shadow Demon and Gyro going to be picked up by Liquid, and honestly I am not familiar enough with their style of play to know whether they are going to play that Gyro as a carry, a support, a mid, or what. Semi-carry has been seeing a lot of Gyros being played as semi-carries lately. He could do that too. He could really do anything. I'm going to guess support just because I feel like guessing, and Shadow Demon of course going to be that fantastic support that he is with the Disruption. Too bad he does not have Keeper on his team. Disruption followed up by the Illuminate is quite good. Of course they could pick up a Lena or something too, and that might work as well. Phantom Lancer, they don't care that they have Shadow Demon. mousesports going to pick up Phantom Lancer anyway. That is an interesting decision. Shadow Demon is a pretty good counter to Phantom Lancer. He's able to disrupt him and come up with his own Phantom Lancers, who then in turn spawn their own Phantom Lancers. So you can actually end up with this fight of red Phantom Lancers versus green Phantom Lancers, and it's pretty cool, but normally you don't want that to happen when you are the real Phantom Lancer. So they don't care. He's a really good carry in a lot of late game push, which will nicely combo with Keeper of the Light. They'll be able to push those lanes really well once Phantom Lancer is spawning all of his illusions. Brewmaster, the final first round pick from mousesports, and he's a good mid hero. He's got a slow. He splits into 3 dudes who do lots of damage and get all their hit points back at the last possible minute and make you want to like throw things at your computer screen. Honestly, don't know that much about that hero. I'm not sure if I've ever played him, to be honest. I've at least played Phantom Lancer, although I sucked at it. But Brewmaster, I don't think I've ever tried. And
5 seconds remaining.
yeah, damage, slowing the movement speed and attack rate. That sounds about right. Drunken Haze, movement slow, mischance. So nice ways to keep people from doing annoying things, I suppose. Lifestealer is gonna be the carry for Liquid. I feel like I cannot watch a pro tournament game without seeing Phantom Lancer versus Lifestealer. It's like over and over and over again. These are the two carries that everyone is gravitating towards right now. And they're both wicked good. That's why Lifestealer has some sick abilities. Rage, keeping him immune to magic, making him very safe. He's able to port out while that is on. And of course he can invest stuff and eat your face and all that good Lifestealer stuff. Let's see, Outworld Destroyer and Bane getting banned. Outworld, interesting ban. Maybe he would be irritating to the Phantom Lancer and the Brewmaster, who both have pretty low int. Keeper of the Light wouldn't mind him so much. The Bane is getting banned because Grip will get Lifestealer through the Rage. And that is not a happy place for Lifestealer to be. So, no Bane for mousesports. He's also a pretty sweet hero, great crowd control, brain sap, all that good stuff. Puck getting banned out by Mouse. They are banning good mids, I think. Batrider, Puck, Outworld's a good mid too. So keeping that Brewmaster with whatever group of things he might want to see in the mid. Bounty Hunter banned from Liquid. And curious. Perhaps they would like to put a Shadow Blade on somebody. Gyro. Or maybe they are planning to pick up somebody invisible. They aren't planning to pick up Neeks, that's for sure. Also Bounty Hunter, just a very good gold support. He does put some money into his team's pockets while he's filling his own with your dead body's bounty.
10 seconds
but he won't be doing that here. So Team Liquid has made sure of that.
5 seconds
I always wonder why when I see someone like Bounty or Slardar get banned. Is there an invisible hero in the offing, or are they doing Shadow Blades? But they could also just ban him because he's good. So it doesn't have to be a reason like that. I'm sorry, but that caffeine is going to keep me going through this game. It's gonna be good though. I'm really excited for this. Getting really late in this tournament. I think the winner of this game will go on to play EG in the semi-final of the losers bracket, or the lower bracket, whichever one you prefer to call it. I prefer losers bracket, honestly. But that's just me. So the winner of this game will go on to play EG there, and it is getting towards the end of that tournament. So I would really like to keep an eye on these games. I'm excited about my shiny new Star Ladder ticket, but the defense is in its final stages, so definitely gets priority. A Broodmom ban, seeing that Bounty Hunter ban, and they too are thinking, what does that mean? Possibly Broodmom. Banning her out. And Broodmom, a hero that just not seen very much. And she does have quite a bit of push, requires a lot of safe farming, I think. Again, a hero I have literally never played, but I've certainly seen her played. She can be pretty scary with the right items, but
10 seconds remaining.
I just feel like she's so useless in the early game. At least, okay,
remaining.
She's so useless laning against somebody in the early game that, I don't know. She could push a bit, but that's about it. Nature's Prophet banned by Liquid, and that's a nice ban. Prophet, with his map presence and his ability to push, could just put too much push on mousesports if Keeper, if the Light, and Phantom Lancer with his illusions were joining Prophet. Anyway, what they are picking up is Visage. Man, I am really showing off my ignorance today. I know that Visage is a good teamfight hero because he gets stacks when people die or something like that, or take damage. I think it's when they take damage.
10 seconds
yep.
remaining.
damage threshold. When the heroes around him reach it, he gets a
5
soul
seconds
charge,
remaining.
and he can spam that out at somebody. So he can max it up to 6 and then do some damage. But he has some other stuff too. He has those little familiars that float around. So a good hero, I'm sure. I just don't know anything about him, so I'm not even gonna go there. Undying, falling a little bit out of what is usually being picked, but he is gonna be great aggressive tri-laner, or just regular tri-laner either, or also, but good support hero for
5
spamming that
seconds
decay and stealing strength. Also can't complain about that tombstone. So useful in team fights, keeping the enemy team from running away if they happen to be having the worst of it, and keeping them from chasing you if they happen to be having the best of it. So zombies are good. That's the moral of that story. Waiting on final picks now, and what do we need on Mouse Sports? We need
10
another
seconds
support, I
remaining.
think. I still say...
5 seconds
Oh no, I
remaining.
want the Lena on Team Liquid. Clockwork for Mouse, and he is coming back into the meta. Since his buff, I think people have decided that he doesn't suck anymore, and a lot of play being seen by him. I personally, my favorite ability about him is the Rocket Flare. Gives vision anywhere in the map for 10 seconds. That's huge. That's a lot of vision for 10 seconds. So your wards last like 6 minutes and you have to pay for them and they don't
10
do
seconds
damage.
remaining.
Well, Clockwork has this awesome Rocket Flare and it does damage in the last 10 seconds. Tinker! One of my favorite heroes. Oh boy, this will be good. So picking up some push against the Mouse Sports, who has some push of their own, with the Tinker. Tinker is also a pretty good ganker. He can show right up and help out when you need him. Those boots of travel, hopefully he will farm them up fast, and I hope to see fun things coming from there. So yeah, I have favorite heroes and not so favorite heroes, by the way, and that mostly comes from my somewhat limited knowledge of the game. If you are looking for some very insightful commentary that you can learn from, probably go away. If you are more of a noob,
10
I'd say,
seconds
then
remaining.
I can probably offer some useful comments
5
and stuff,
seconds
but
remaining.
I've got about 700 games under my belt, and I tend to play the same heroes over and over again, so take that as you will. Mostly color commentary here. And let's swap my screen so it can look cool. Just had
Prepare
that
for
done
battle.
for me, and I am very excited. So let's go through and look at these teams. For Liquid, we have IX Mike playing the Undying. TC is going to be on the Lifestealer, Bulba on the Tinker. We have Fluff on the Shadow Demon, and fluffy looking he is not. Korok on the Gyrocopter. They will be on the Radiant side and carrying their items. This adorable Windshell the Weirmelon. Love that. That's so cute. I would have bought that tournament ticket for that courier, but they don't let you cast. Bummer. So, I am afraid I had to pass it up. Black is going to be playing the Phantom Lancer, and he could be in trouble if he keeps walking that way. Nope,
30
he's good. He's
seconds
walking
to
back.
battle.
Kuroki is on the Visage, well, which I know nothing about. As I have said, Alex will be keeping the light for us today. Feta is on the Brewmaster, going mid and getting ready to block his creeps. No screwing around in the jungle for him, and Pass going to be soloing the Suicide lane on the Clockwork.
The
Great
battle begins.
Suicide laner, by the way. Clockwork is just one of those heroes that loves that. Others being, say, Bounty Hunter, Windrunner, or in my case, I love to go solo lane with the Tide Hunter or Crystal Maiden. Get team lots of mana fast. Anyway, not always a good idea, but it works. If it works out, it works out. Anyway, let's see what's going on. This is the aggressive tri-lane I was talking about. There's the Lifestealer, the Undying, and the Shadow Demon. looking probably to get this Phantom Lancer killed, keep him from farming, steal his strength, and waste up all his mana just defending himself, maybe. Keeper of the Light will be very helpful. Look at this, going already! After Visage, First Blood on Fluff! Oh my god, Phantom Lancer able to turn that greedy jump into a kill for himself. Very nicely done by Black there. And that is too bad for Liquid. They really jumped that, and you gotta give it to them. That takes some balls to just jump in there and be like, alright, First Blood, we're going for it now. But when you fail, you fail. And they did. They failed. So let's get creep scores up. I'm sorry about that. You want to see last hits and denies, and so do I, I'm sure. Gyrocopter leading that up right now, soloing against the Clockwork. This is kind of a cool lane. Clockwork versus Gyro. They look kind of like brothers, or maybe just from their same, I guess the same species of Dota animal or whatever. Gotta look up my lore, by the way. I'm pretty sure they all have backstories, and they probably are related because they look the same. Pretty cool. So anyway, having a friendly little fight over the creeps down there. And what's going on? Lots of decays hitting, but Undying is getting whacked quite a bit. Nice disruption there, although he does still get hit by ponies. Here comes the Tombstone. Oh, Undying looking not good for you. You're dead. But Phantom Lancer dangerously low. He's gonna doppel. Nice doppel. And that True Sight ward is too late to do anything. Lifestealer is gonna get away. Just barely. Though he's coming back in. I wouldn't do that with a keeper around. Oh, he's got the salve going already. Never mind. He will be fine. And Keeper of the Light out of mana anyway. At least for that, but don't just hang around the Codal when you've taken a lot of damage. That is asking for him to throw some ponies. Yeah, look at these True Sight wards. They have placed 2. Going really all out on trying to shut this Phantom Lancer down early. So Mouse is gonna have a rough time of it if those wards are any indication. Wards mean a lot, by the way. Ward placement can tell you a lot about how the team is planning to spend their next 6 minutes. And look at this ward right here. They want to know where those supports are when they're in the jungle, when they're not. Giving them the ability to jump this Phantom Lancer when things are looking to be in position for them. And my apologies, I have not been spending a lot of time in the other lanes. Most of the action I am expecting to happen up here, but let's see what we can see in the mid. Bottles on both, and Tinker's gonna want to farm those travel boots. Brewmaster, I think he needs a blink dagger. Is that, I don't know. I think that's what Brewmaster usually goes for. Not 100% on that, but I believe that's what I usually see him play. And Gyro's gonna go ahead and chase this Clockwork here, and coming in from the side is gonna be Tinker. Let's see what they can do. Clockwork looks pretty dead to me. There he goes. And Gyro very kindly letting Tinker get the last hit. He knows that his peak effectiveness will be reached once he gets those boots of travel, so let him have early farm. Early farm is really, really good on a Tinker. So give him the last hit on the kills if you can. Liquid Mega in big trouble. Disruption coming in. Tombstone is down. He's still... There's the heal from himself. And coming now on the Phantom Lancer, but they're not going to be able to chase him down. Zombies not slowing him enough. A little bit of spam from Clockwork, not going to do anything. They are full enough on their health. And those Tranquil Boots doing double duty there for Phantom Lancer. Or not double duty, but they're working overtime. Those boots are working hard, keeping him in that lane. By the way, suggestion that I have to you Phantom Lancers out there who have a friendly Codal in lane. Buy those Tranquil Boots. Codal will keep you maned up, and that'll keep you healed up, and you can stay in lane and farm, which is your job. So that's always good. Always, always good. Being very aggressive here. They do know where Codal is, but would need to put a pretty Oh no, they can't see him anymore. No more wards, so no point in jumping the Phantom Lancer. He will just doppel away. He's jumping a little bit on his by himself there, going after the Lifestealer, who is going to get away from that illusion. Gonna eat some tangos, working on his armlet by the looks of things, or phase boots are also a viable build on Lifestealer. Make him a little more damage heavy, and of course able to chase and escape better. So sweet item for him. Brewmaster. What has he got? He must have something on the courier. No? That's interesting. Okay. Where's his money? Where's his money? Now he has something on the courier. I wanna see, I wanna see, I wanna see. Magic wand. Ah. Well, that's a little bit boring. A little bit boring, not gonna lie. Let's see what's going on here. We have Clockwork hanging out with Gyrocopter. Best buds. Not really. Gyrocopter's got Tranquils too. Tranquils coming back. I love Tranquils. Tranquils are super good, especially if you don't really have mana problems. You can stay in your lane, and the difference that makes, and also of course the extra movement speed. They are faster than the other boots, except for of course boots of travel, helping you to chase, get a kill if you can chase somebody down, or keep yourself from getting killed if you are able to get away from those, using those boots I should say. Get away from those boots. Get away from my boots. No, that's not what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about though. Clockwork in big trouble. There go the cogs. He's gonna be disrupted. Tombstone inside of the cogs. Oh god, that's so ugly. Gyrocopter chasing him a little. I don't think they were aggressive enough there. If they had got a little further back into position, maybe they could have made something happen. Of course, maybe that would have put them in some sort of danger.
Middle tower is under
I'm
attack.
sure they know better than me. I don't want to argue with Team Liquid. But I would have liked to be a little further to the side of that Clockwork. See if I could finish him. Feeling bloodthirsty. Or just thirsty in general. Hold on. Magic drink! Magic drink! Oh shit, I might, gotta run here. Tinker is getting chased down. Look at those ancients, by the way. He's been stacking like a good Tinker should. Oh, is he gonna get this? No! Visage killed by a neutral. I'm not sure if he denied himself on purpose or if that was just one giant stack of dinosaurs and dragons killing him because he was there. Tinker did that on purpose. He set him up for that. No, he did not. You do not want the enemy to die to a neutral. And if you are about to die, if there are neutrals around, aggro them.
Top tower is under attack.
Make them attack you. Much, much better to die to a neutral. No gold for the enemy team. And Mao is pushing this tower and farming a bit up here. Undying's hanging around, thinking about it. He can't do much alone, even at this point. Phantom Lancer looking pretty good. And
Dire's bottom
Undying,
tower
of
is
course.
under attack.
A single Ironwood branch. Such is the life of a support hero. You depend on your abilities to get your stuff, and not so much on your stats as these carries do. Hold on 1 second, just going to respond to a friend here. Casting! Okay. Casting. Yep, that's what I'm doing. It is lots of fun. And what's going on here? Mousesports with his bottle hanging out near the gyro. Helm of the Dominator on him. Looks good on him, I have to say. Getting that lifesteal.
Radiant's top
And
tower
is he
under
gonna
attack.
stack some creeps with that? Maybe. Yep. Nope. Look at this range creep. He took one of his own range creeps. Okay, yes he is. That's pretty slick. Don't usually see that. I guess he didn't want a neutral creep. Waste of a neutral to take it over. Just leave those alone to kill later. Not something you see every day. I like it. Alright. A little de-warding from the Shadow Demon, but he's gonna get spotted by Brewmaster, who's gonna try to de-ward him in return. Disruption coming down. Tinker is in here, but Clockwork gonna come in and trap him. Looks like he's got the tombstone supporting Tinker in there. Clockwork pretty damaged, but Tinker is too. Clockwork goes down. Tinker is about to die as well. Kuroki picking him off. Lifestealer with his rage coming out, dealing lots of damage. Of course, we have the Brewmaster ultied. Visage will go down to that Lifestealer, who is now surrounded by enemies. He does have Undying here to back him up. And up here, Shadow Demon in the tornado looking dead, but he gets off the disruption, but he is dead because Keeper's there. Good money for Keeper. And killing off those illusions, which are just sitting there anyway. Meanwhile, Phantom Lancer going to kill this tower. Pick himself up a Yasha. Looks good on him. Lifestealer. Lots of creeps await you. Time to get him some farm. Building a bracer looks like a drum to me. It's pretty much a waste to just buy a bracer. It's definitely a waste to just buy a bracer on a carry. Oh, and interesting. This Tinker went Soul Ring first instead of Travel Boots. You could do that. Obviously he will be a little bit less of a pusher right away without those Travel Boots, but you can definitely do that. Keep him spamming out his abilities, and he probably would like to take out this big stack of Ancients to finish buying those boots if he can. What's going on here? A little bit of a fight with Visage's Familiars. They are de-warding, and seeing a little bit of gathering here. Those Familiars spotting out where Liquid is. Lifestealer doesn't care, he's going to jump right in. Go after those Familiars a bit, and I think we've got a tombstone down. Not sure what it's doing up there, not very much, it would appear. Making sure that the Ancients are belonging to the Radiant side, where they came from. Phantom Lancer continuing to push top tower, being pretty much left alone. Also left alone in the bot is Gyrocopter, and Lifestealer in the jungle. Looks like a dual carry strategy to me, because this Gyro hasn't been doing much else. So normally Lifestealer the carry. Look at this, Undying has replaced the range creep and will be stacking in just a moment. Of course the range creep is stacking and so is Gyro. They are keeping their jungle stocked. So too is Black stocking his, and Alex and Kuroki. Focus on farm. And that's okay. I'd still like to see more kills. I am the type of person who likes to see kills, aren't we all? Is there anyone that just wants to watch a long game with nothing but farm? No, that's not how it is. Of course, I do like the farming too. Nothing wrong with farming. And Phantom Lancer got quite a bit of that, by the way, farming. He has pretty much been free farming the top. Looks like Tinker is finally mobile and will be making sure to clear him out of there. Or rather, clear his illusions out of there. He is busy farming the jungle. And that's the sweet part about Phantom Lancer later in the game. Do not be lazy, use that micro. You can farm, you can push, and you can kill people. All from the comfort of, well, not quite the fountain, but safety behind your own lines. Man, that was supposed to be smooth and it just sounded dumb. Sorry. That's okay. Bulba pushing around, looking like food perhaps to this Brewmaster, who's already got plenty of drink. The Tinker will get out of there. Tinker's good at that. Offensive ward here, by the way. This ward means business. They are looking to catch somebody and make sure that no one sneaks up on them while they're doing it. Let's see here, a little attack on the Gyro. What is happening? Pass is gonna just get him! Beautiful, beautiful. Nice kill, Brewmaster here, of course, as well. Turn himself into bears. He's having a party with himself. Kind of sad, actually. I just killed the Gyrocopter party. Undying, just hanging around in his mid while his team is pushing a bit. Of course, that's what the Tinker does. Lifestealer looking to catch up with this Visage here. Visage gonna cast some spell on him. I don't actually know what that is, and that's pretty unusual, to be honest. I say my Dota 2 knowledge is bad, but that means I don't know things about stat growth and exact numbers of damage and stuff that all the abilities do, but generally at least I know what's being cast. When it comes to Visage, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, Lifestealer is feasting there on Pass. Nicely done. Shadow Demon disrupts himself just in time, but he might end up dead anyway. First, Brewmaster is going to go down to Gyrocopter, getting his revenge under this mid tower. Meanwhile, guys, don't forget about Phantom Lancer. Guess what he's doing? He's free farming, and he has Diffusal Blade and Yasha ready to go there, just farming away while this is all happening. So hopefully Liquid will not forget about him either. If they do, they will be in trouble. Let's see, where is the Lifestealer? In fact, not gonna go there. Changed his... Oh, somebody changed their mind about going here. I think it was Tinker, who has some ability to change his mind, really. He can always go ahead and pop the rearm, and he will be good to go somewhere else if he didn't want to go the original place where he wanted to go. Those boots of travel. Oh no, Tinker! Oh, you're out of mana too. He's dead. So dead. So dead. Phantom Lancer picking up a kill. Don't feed the Phantom. Do not feed the Phantom. He's already been farming. Don't want to do that. Little bit of a ward getting placed out here. They will see this double damage from that, but they don't really seem to care. Looking for someone in the jungle and not finding them, I imagine they are looking for Gyro, who is safely over here at the moment. Of course, if he decides to come over here, he could get caught in a dangerous place. Clockwork looking to find someone back hiding behind the tower and not catching anyone. Of course, the wards for Liquid happen to be pretty offensive at the moment, so they wouldn't be seeing anything happening down there anyway, since they came in smoked. Now they are unsmoked and will simply push the bot tower. Meanwhile, up here, Liquid is pushing the top. Looks like this one's going to go down first, so let's keep an eye on that and have a little bit more of this. I felt like I almost missed a kill last time I was stopping to take a drink, so it's just towers. Ooh, Fluff. In a bit of trouble now. In a lot of trouble now. He is dead. And out of there, I'm sure, was Lifestealer and somebody else. Maybe Tinker. Yeah. So that nuke from Phantom Lancer, he's getting fat too. He's getting really fat. That's so dangerous. Don't let the Phantom Lancer get farmed. You will regret it. Let's see, how's Gyro doing though? Helmet the Dominator got his Yasha up. Yasha, good item, probably on the way to Manta. But let's see, the Lifestealer, he hasn't even got his armlet yet. He does have his drum and he did go phase boots. There comes the armlet. That'll help a bit. Those armlet toggles work particularly well on Lifestealer. Oh, look at this. I've never noticed before that he trails blood as he walks around. Check out those bloody footprints. That's kind of gross. Ew. I mean, he's a pretty nasty looking hero anyway, but that just seems unnecessary. It's kind of cool though. Not gonna lie. It's kind of cool. Scouting with Clockwork and going for it with Brewmaster and Clockwork. Oh man, Lifestealer. He's gonna hop into a creep, which will give him quite a bit when he comes back out. Able to finish off this Clockwork very easily. And he is disrupted now, so copies of him will be around. Very nicely done. Dying is gonna go down, I believe. Unless he can escape. Oh, nice urn! Nice urn. And looks like Brewmaster's in a bit of trouble. I don't know if he has other pandas running around. That one will be the one to turn back into him, and he has made it far enough away to get away from there. Of course, his Blink Dagger would help if he did need it. Lifestealer still following now. Clockwork still being down, so they have the slight advantage. Might as well push it. Is that right? Yes. I'm telling you, after 2 hours of sleep, I don't trust myself and what I say. Nor should you. The more confident I sound about something, the less you should probably listen to me. Manta Style finally up on the Lancer. And I would prefer maybe a heart or something. Give a little more tankiness to those illusions. Of course, that extra agility
Dire's top tower is under
looks
attack.
awfully good on him in terms of damage. Here we go, team fight! Team fight, Korok! Are you gonna be the first to die? I don't think so. No, Visage! Gonna go down first. And Black actually taking a good bit of damage. Lifestealer Rage TPing, trying to TP, and doesn't make it. And Tinker is gonna make it. Hit himself off in those woods very, very
Radiant's
well.
middle tower is under attack.
Nice jukes, sick jukes into the woods. We go out with the Shadow Demon, and Undying's just gonna walk back. He does not need to do his ports. Someone has blinked. It is Tinker. Gonna farm off those ancients. There are quite a few of them there. Lots of nice farm for him. What could he be wanting? Perhaps something pretty like a sheep stick? Or a force staff. He already does have a blink dagger, but it has not been done to do both. Keeping an eye up here. Wonder if Phantom Lancer's planning to go back and farm that. Not sure about his plans, but that looks possible. Tinker being very safe. Notice that he came, popped his march, popped another march from the woods where he's absolutely safe and cannot be ganked. So, playing it safe on the Tinker. Interesting trick. I have not seen this one before. It looks pretty cool. Good idea. Alright, I will be sure to try that in my next game as Tinker. And it's been a while, by the way. Tinker is definitely a fun hero to play, but he does not work in every game. Little spam from the Codal. IX Mike taking a lot of damage. No! Oh, that hurt. Fada picking up the kill from that, of course. And I just cringe when I see something like that. Nice blink by him. He knew exactly where he had gone. And working on what? Does he? Yep, he has an upgrade from the Scepter. See, I really don't know this hero. And Fada, by the way, plays a good gyrocopter. I wonder if he's, you know, watching Korok and thinking, oh, I wish I could build all this cool stuff. Helm of the Dominator, Manta Style, and all of that delightful carry swag. That's the swag. Alrighty, armlet, yeah, Lifestealer, come on, we want some more items on you. That Gyro can't do it all by himself. Here's that push from the Phantom Lancer, and look at him, he's off, doing whatever he wants. Sending his illusions to do this for him. Such a good hero in the late game, or even the mid game. I guess this is kind of midish. It depends. Nice kill. Phantom Lancer just pwned Undying's face, as says the Dota. Coming after him now, though. And Tinker needs to be careful. That nuke is pretty scary, and Visage and Keeper are in here now. Lifestealer standing by himself. And Brewmaster's gonna come after him. There goes the Rage and the TP. He does not want to screw with this. Clockwork breaks the TP, and Lifestealer is in big trouble. He's gonna be dead. Keeper of the Light taking that kill. Kind of funny. Keeper of the Light is such easy meat for a Lifestealer. Gyro has just been free farming too. I wonder, can he outcarry Phantom Lancer? I don't know about that. My intuition says no, but we'll see. Gyrocopter. Oh, he's out of there, by the way. Already back in the base. Saw that coming a mile away. No, I did not, but he did. Trying to say that. Look at these machines. I love the way he casts them at right angles. It looks so much nicer. It's very nice. I usually just cast mine on top of each other. I'm gonna try something different next time. I think I'll do that. I'm just gonna be a fangirl of this Tinker wherever the hell he went. Bulba. Bulba, teach me. I will use your wonderful things. Okay, yeah, he's gonna go Sheepstick by the look of that. Ultimate Orb, what else? He could do like a Lincoln's, but not on the Tinker. Tinker loves a Sheepstick, because he can show up and sheep you, and then there's not much you can do about it. Also good for him to escape if he wants to do that. Port back to his fountain. Well, you are a sheep, and cannot stop him. That was a really nice interrupt of Lifestealer's TP earlier by the Clockwork. Love that. Clockwork making himself useful. Oh no. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Disrupting the Phantom Lancers, and now Shadow Demon. Are they gonna run out? Come on, make more, make more. Okay, sorry. Shadow Demon himself going down. Gemma's True Sight is on the ground, undying, getting a lot of damage put onto him. He's a bit of a tank, but still quite a bit of damage. Lifestealer going after Black. Is he hitting the real one? Does he even know? Unclear. Undying is dead, by the way. Keeper of the Light saw to that. I'm sure he spammed those ponies and caught him. And damn, Keeper of the Light just getting killed by Shadow Demon, who must have bought back or something. And Brewmaster getting killed as well by Lifestealer. Lifestealer and Gyro just gonna hang out here, lifestealing away, both of them. Gyro was like, okay, if the other carry's gonna have lifesteal, I should have some too. Join the party. Lifestealer carrying this gem, by the way, now. So that will help him hunt down the real Phantom Lancer. So they will take that tower. And they are still behind by one tower. Liquid one tower down to mousesports, who still have their 3 tier 2s standing proudly, defending their base against the endless march of the creeps. Kuroki looking at that double damage, not gonna take it. Not so great on him. Clockwork sending a rocket, and it's gonna see nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Let's see. Shadow Demon, did he get that gem back from Lifestealer? Or do they just have 2? I am so confused. So confused. Okay, he got it back from Lifestealer. So Lifestealer doesn't want to walk around dewarding, by the way. He has better things to do with his time, like farm lots of money. Speaking of farming, Roshan, the biggest farm of all. Mouse is going after that. You know, I honestly can't tell if they were seen going for it by this ward, but Liquid has to know that they're in there at this point. It's pretty obvious that they're in there. Where else would they be? Not going to do anything about it. And Phantom Lancer picking up that Aegis, complementing his other items very nicely. There is that heart, by the way, making those illusions nice and tanky. They will live longer. Shadow Demon doesn't mind, he'll be able to disrupt those. Speaking of disruption, went on the Gyro, who is now getting killed in the face! And Tinker just finished his side of Vice, that'll be fun. Someone else got killed in the face, looks like Shadow Demon. And that just happened, perhaps with a little bit of missile spam. Sorry I missed it. I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open, honestly, at this point, even though I'm really excited. Have you ever had that before? It's like you've stayed up all night, something really cool is happening, but you still are just kind of like, oh, weary-eyed or whatever. Yeah, that's what's happening to me right now. Super excited about the game, also kind of tired. Probably should have more of my green juice. Green juice. Let's see. Lifestealer, the only one really who can hang out here. Tinker, way out of position. He is dead, dead with a capital D. Up in the air, Shadow Demon unable to disrupt from up there, and Undying is taking quite a few hits. He does put some good decay there on Black, but it is not good enough. And here comes the Lifestealer. Lifesteal, Lifesteal, Lifesteal! He makes it, but that's just for the Aegis. That's all it is. Shadow Demon really wanting that disrupt and not able to get it. A much desired thing. And there they are. Look at these. wonderful illusions of Phantom Lancer. Of course, they disappear pretty quickly, so if he's not able to spawn more, that's it. He has to wait for next time. Gyro putting a lot of damage onto all of these heroes, and there goes the homing missile for the stun. No, no stun. No stun. Tinker and Clockwork died, by the way. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. As I said in the last game, which by the way, oh no! No! That was just terrible. Poor Shadow Demon. I feel bad for him. Ooh, nice kill on Visage. Nicely done. I think that was Tinker who did that, and the gem is lying on the ground now. Someone do something to it. Kill it. I think the Lifestealer did just that. Phantom Lancer illusions more at the ready. Codal spamming his ponies to kill creeps, I guess.
Because at this
Why
point,
not?
Why not?
Phantom Lancer, that was hilarious. I believe that was him. Because at this point, why not? Yeah, take an illusion rune. If that will spawn more illusions, more power to him. Look at that. That is disgusting. Stop it with all the Phantom Lancers. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's the whole point. Oh man, I haven't been paying any attention to items, gold maps, whatever. Let's look at the difference in gold earned. Dire is owning the farm. Betcha that's Phantom Lancer. I can take a look at that in a second. Yes, it is. Last hits and denies. Let's look at the net worth. He is super, super rich. And why? Because he's farming the jungle with his illusions. Ridiculous. There is his start of his butterfly. It's just gonna get worse. He will not only be tanky, but also very hard to hit. That Phantom Lancer looking really, really good right now. And by the way, I didn't even notice this happen. This is like, alright, hold on a second. So, mid tower down.
Dire's middle tower
One
is
tier
under
2
attack.
left. Liquid, way behind that Phantom Lancer. And behind in kills as well. They're just behind. And it is not looking good for them. I think this might be it for them in the defense tournament. And there goes Tinker. And Fluff is going to be no better. Dead as well. I don't even know what Undying would be thinking if he came anywhere near here. And this is the illusion being microed, I'm sure, right now by Shadow Demon, hoping to get more before it goes away. Not gonna. You're not gonna. So they're gonna push this last tier too, and there's not much to be done about it. There it goes.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Looking ugly, guys. Looking really, really ugly for Team Liquid right now. And since there were 2 games before this, that means one was won and one was lost, so this will be it.
Dire's middle tower
This
is
will
under attack.
kick someone out of this tournament for good. The other will go on to face EG. And of course, the losers bracket meets up again with the winners bracket. So the winner of the losers bracket will have a chance for glory in the final game. So, not out of this by far. Mouse looking to claim that spot. And in pretty good position for it, if you ask me. Butterfly up on Gyro now. He's not looking too bad, he just hasn't been able to keep up with that Phantom Lancer. And Lifestealer has a Battle Fury now. Not something I usually see on him, but something I've always wondered why he doesn't build. If anyone knows why Lifestealer doesn't usually build a Battle Fury, please tell me. Post a comment. I'd love to hear it. I've always wondered, like, why wouldn't you want to lifesteal everybody? If you're gonna lifesteal one, lifesteal them all. Still walking around with that smoke on, not Tinker. He is perfectly visible. Perhaps bait. Here we go, blinking in, turning that Phantom Lancer into a pig. Turning him into a pig again! Yeah, that's right. He can rearm and use his sheep stick twice. Oh, he's in trouble. He's in big trouble. Pig Phantom Lancer still hanging out here. Tinker's dead. And other people have been dying too. I swear. Shadow Demon down. Who else will die? Who else has died? Pretty much everybody has died. They were so spread out. I can't watch all of them at once. I should have perhaps scrolled it up and down a little so we could at least have an idea. And there goes Lifestealer to the Phantom Lancer. Not good. Gyrocopter, the only one left alive on Team Liquid. And for Mouse, we still see the Brewmaster and the Phantom Lancer kicking around. So Brewmaster got his scepter up, decreases the cooldown, increases the duration, and increases the power of his warriors. Warriors, for real? They're like his drinking buddies. They don't really seem much like warriors to me. Just saying, just saying. Here come the army of illusions. It's like a creep wave. It's just as bad. Look at them. That is disgusting. And this creep wave makes more creeps when it attacks. Poor Liquid. This could get to be a drawn out one if Mouse is not going to come up here and push this mid with something other than those illusions. We'll see. We shall see, we shall see. And they're just farming. You know, at some point there's gotta be a limit. He has his Diffusal, Manta, Heart. He's still got Tranquil Boots, so he can upgrade that to something. He can, you know, kill his Magic Wand and all that. And of course he's got his Butterfly too. There goes the Tinker. Just missed him. He's a pretty quick little buzzard. But at some point he's gonna run out of things to build. Keeper of the Light, by the way, looking good with that Ghost Scepter, and I'm sure he's had the mech for like a million years now. Probably the Ghost Scepter as well. Blade Mail. Not knowing much about Clockwork, that seems pretty obvious on him. Once you cog yourself in with somebody, it would be good if they could not just straight up kill you. What is this? Mouse? Fada has just been killed by Gyrocopter. Sorry, I missed that
Radiant's
one.
top tower is under attack.
Not sure how that happened, and here come the Phantom Lancers. Pushing away, and Tinker will port in to get rid of those illusions. Using his nuke on the illusions. Of course, he can just go ahead and rearm. Not such a big deal to use your abilities on the Tinker, because you can just get them back. What is Shadow Demon gonna build? Maybe a Force Staff? Oh, almost certainly a Force Staff with that Ring Regen sitting right there. I love that item. I think that's like, if you don't know what to build on a hero, but you want to build something awesome, build a Force Staff. Pretty cheap too. Just kidding, don't take that advice. It doesn't go well on everybody. You could spend your money on much better things on a lot of other heroes, but I guess for most of the inti support heroes that I play, yeah, you want to build a Force Staff. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Where's the real one? There he is. He's farming to generate more illusions, which not only gets him farm, it also gets him more illusions, unsurprisingly. And those illusions can push, and they can farm. It's like a nasty cycle. I'm serious. It's wacky. I love this Battle Fury on Lifestealer. I've just always wondered why that never happens, so glad to see that it actually does. And by Team Liquid no less, I can now call that viable. And yeah, I think I will. I think I will if I want. Attacking Roshan. Mouse. And again, Liquid not gonna bother to do anything about this. Not that they are able to. Buffering, scouting in there. And Roshan is down. Brewmaster going to go ahead and become immortal today. Phantom Lancer probably has no room. Yeah, Chrysalis, he's going crit now. It's all good. Eventually he'll get rid of those boots and get something else too, I should hope. Those Tranquil Boots. They are giving him extra movement speed still than regular boots say. But like, why? Just buy travels. Look how much freaking money he has. That's a lot of money. So yeah, travel boots. Go, go, go. Buy them. Oh, he might want to save for buyback. Not that it looks like he's gonna need it. This game has been reasonably one-sided so far. They still have all 3 of their tier 2s up. They've got the push of the Phantom Lancer, push of the Kodal,
Dire's top tower
and they
is
are
under
having to
attack.
face the push of the Tinker, but not seeming to be enough. Man, right into the thick of this. Clockwork dangerous. He does have his blade mail up, and he'll kill Tinker. Tinker will die. Clockwork will die, and lots of people are gonna die. Looks like Lifestealer could be next. Yep, there he goes. And what just happened? Someone bought back. Mid-Raxes are going. And Undying going in there, having to back up. He's gonna die too. Holy shit, is right. People are dying everywhere here. Nice force staff, but too late. Shadow Demon dead again. Ultra kill. Mouse, Black, Phantom Lancer doing a great job here. Gyro gonna buy back. So they do have Lifestealer and Gyro versus the rest of Mouse minus Clockwork. Damn. And Kodal just gonna try to throw down his spam. So they have those mid... Ooh, not both Raxes. Don't know why they're not finishing that. That's a little bizarre. Maybe they think they're... Yeah, they correctly think they can take the bottom, swing mid, and finish that very easily. And then move on to the next one. Now Gyro has a Monkey King bar. He saw that Phantom Lancer butterfly and thought to himself, well, I should just get myself a Monkey King bar and then I'll be able to hit you as much as I want. So Tombstone going down, now we're having a fight. Aegis goes out as Brewmaster hits the ground. And Phantom Lancer in a bit of a bind actually. He is sheeped. There's the stun. Can they finish him? Holy shit, they're not going to finish him. Instead, Clockwork getting killed. Not as good. Undying and dangerous. Yep, he's dead. But so is Kuroki. Tinker gonna port back. He needs mana to be useful for anything, and Lifestealer Raged is porting back as well. So they sort of counter-wiped-ish. They got everyone but Phantom Lancer and Kodal, and Phantom Lancer was damaged enough that he had to get out of there and fast. So interesting. Still ridiculous. Gold and gold and EXP advantage in favor of the Dire team, which is Mouse. Kicking ass with that Phantom Lancer. Look at this illusion. Look at this illusion. He got unlucky and didn't spawn more, but if you do not appreciate that an illusion was doing all of that to the Ancients, then go play some more Dota, noob. No, just kidding. Then go play a support hero sometime and be like, God damn, it's, 43 minutes in and here I am and I can't even take the Ancients. It's a sad thing, believe me. But his illusion does a lot more than that. Anyway, getting loopy as it gets later and I get more tired, I think. I'm like, what am I gonna do with myself though? I do have a little bit more work to do this evening, but then I'm going to go to glorious, glorious sleep. It's gonna be grand. So grand, so grand. Almost as grand as this game. And by that I mean, come on Mouse, hurry up and finish this. Seriously guys. You have mid-racks, you have bottom racks, and you have all of your tier 2 towers looking very nice there. Push this. Push it. Push it. Are they waiting for Roshan again? It's not even halfway. Come on. Come on. Come on. What will Phantom Lancer build next?
Double damage!
Well, he could build travel boots, or he could sell his boots. He could sell boots, do away with boots altogether, and get a Divine Rapier. That would make my day. Probably not gonna happen, but if it did, it would pretty much make my day. Divine Rapier not that useful, by the way. It's adding a lot of just straight up attack, which does not transfer to your illusions. So actually it's not a good item for Phantom Lancer, but that doesn't mean that it shouldn't make my day, so haters, don't be hating on the Divine Rapier for Phantom Lancer. Travel booted Tinker back to the base. And at this point, Liquid is just trying to keep the creeps out. They are not happy right now. Things are not looking good. Of course, that does mean a little bit of farm. It's megas, though. Megas are very, very little cash for what you're killing. And of course, I think the EXP is worse too, although at this point you don't really care about that. If you're not already a high level, then you don't really need to be one. like Undying for example. They don't really need that. Hoping to perhaps use the Tinker as bait. They will be smoking around here. Perhaps not. Gonna push back the mid and bot lanes. Meanwhile, Mouse is like, okay guys, it is 45 minutes. It's time to push, time to end this. Our Phantom Lancer is farmed and he's not getting any farmeder. That's true, by the way. At some point you max your carry. And it's probably better to use that for what it's worth before the other team decides to get some money too and not out carry you, but come up to your level. Sending in quite a lot of illusions. Look at them all. They melt those towers. And I'm waiting for the GG call here, or something. There will be none. Top tower is down now. They are down to 2 towers, defending the Ancient. They do still have the top racks, melee and ranged. And they will defend those with their very lives, because that's all they got. That's really all they got right now. Not looking good. Not looking good. Let's see. Just want to take a peek. Sneak a peek at these items while they're gathering out here. I'm trying to see if there's anything that Liquid can do. Of course, they do have some pretty nice items on their guys, right? Gyro looks pretty farmed. So does Lifestealer. And then you've got a nice Tinker with the sheepstick and all that. But then you just add Phantom Lancer to the equation. It's like, well, not good enough. Not good enough. So a lot of good items on their support heroes as well. And Keeper of the Light carrying the Vlads. I always find that amusing. Some wussy's ranged support hero carrying a Vlad's around. Does make sense. Gotta keep those items lots on the carries available, but it still amuses me very much. Call down on these illusions. Blowing his ulti. And Mouse is just hanging out still. Oh, push, guys, come on. I want to see glorious victory. Glorious victory. Don't care which team gets it, but I would like to see it at some point. A lot of dancing around here, waiting for someone to make a wrong move. And here are the Radiant Phantom Lancer illusions. They're just chilling, not gonna spawn anymore. I'd send those down here if I were Shadow Demon. Maybe be able to spawn some more and... Oh, were those the disruption ones? Those were the disruption ones. So those don't last long enough, I don't think, to walk down there. If he could have spawned more, he could then have sent them down there to actually keep pushing the creeps back and get him some money. Okay, Demon Edge up on the Lifestealer. Not sure what he's going to build with that. Could be... Wait a second. What did I just see? Oh, that's just his Monkey King bar. Okay. I don't know what I thought I was seeing or what was going through my head there. I'm sorry. Zoned out for a minute. And it's, yeah, I'm getting there. So Monkey King bars on both Lifestealer and Gyro. They're sick of missing this Phantom Lancer, who built his butterfly to avoid getting hit by these two heroes. Will now have to get hit by them anyway. Not that it seems to matter, although please do something. March of the Machines can only be entertaining for so long. So I'm just being whiny. I'm actually just... I mean, at this point, you kind of just want them to win, right? Right. Okay, here we go. Call down, not hitting much of anything. Black sending those illusions in there. PC gonna go after him, going after him pretty good, but whoa, what's this? Clockwork jumping in. Gyro's up in a hurricane, and here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, Keeper of the Light nicely kills Lifestealer off. And this is looking bad for Liquid. He does manage to get the kill on the I don't even know who that was. I thought it was Undying. Oh, maybe it was. I don't know. Multi-kill. Yay. So actually Liquid won that fight somehow or other. But of course the creeps are pouring into their base and killing their towers at this point. And they are still hanging on. That takes some class to keep fighting a game like this. Love it, love it, love it. And Roshan. Going after Roshan again, we have mousesports. And I think they've just been dominating the Roshan this game. Making sure that it always goes to them. They like that Aegis. And Phantom Lancer. No boots. No boots. Yes. No boots Phantom Lancer, but he does have the Aegis. You have to love it. Look how slow he is. 319 movement speed. He will be crawling across the map. And that has to feel weird. It's like when you're Night Stalker at night and suddenly it turns to daytime and you're like, what the hell is this? Why am I so slow, feeling like Jakiro here or something? Yep, that's what it's like to sell your boots. But at some point, what else is he gonna do? He's gotta put something in those item slots, and the Aegis is pretty nice something to put. Cheese going to Brewmaster, by the way. Doesn't it look disgusting? There is nothing appealing about that image of cheese there. Going right in with the blink. Initiating. Very okay, he's got the sheep off on Brewmaster. These cogs are keeping them from really going as they would like to, but Tinker gonna pick off the Brewmaster. Tinker looking in a bit of trouble himself. Stunned by the mana leak, and he will be finished off by Total. Aegis coming off. Looks like Phantom Lancer must have gone down, and going down fast. Oh my god, it's a Divine Rapier on the gyro. That's why. Holy shit. And they team wiped Mouse. I was just asking a friend of mine the other day if he had ever seen a legitimate Divine Rapier. Actually, like there should be one in the game, and there was one. There it is. I have never been this excited about an item ever. Why did they get killed so fast? That's why, because Gyrocopter dealing. Look at this. This is absurd. 197 plus 438 damage. That's a shit lot of damage coming from that gyro. Watch, he's gonna backdoor this tower. And Honey Badger don't care. He's gonna ignore this Keeper of the Light. He's ignoring this Clockwork. They are just pushing. Push or die. That is what's happening right here. And meanwhile, back in their base, Shadow Demon will just be keeping those creeps pushed out of there. And for real? Holy oh my god, they're gonna backdoor the base towers. I don't believe that I am actually seeing this. Gyrocopter Divine Rapier is backdooring. He's not even going for these Rexes. And continuing, oh, there he goes for Rex. Taking some harassment Keeper. Tinker coming around, trying to keep him safe. Gonna kill Kodal, I think. But I am keeping my eyes on Gyro. Eyes on the prize, just like he has his. Can they do this? Divine Rapier Gyrocopter. Can you do it? I am rooting for you. Oh my fucking god. What just happened? What just happened? Divine Rapier for the win. Yeah, look at this Liquid Bulba. He's just pounding the keyboard. Yes, yes, I have to agree with you. What just happened there? That was awesome. Okay, that was super, super cool. Divine Rapier on the Gyrocopter. You know what? Screw all of the other items. There is nothing else in this game. That's it. If you enjoyed this game, please go ahead and like or subscribe. If you did not, you watched the whole thing, so I am suspicious. But go ahead and give me some constructive criticism, or indeed, if you did like it, go ahead and give me some constructive criticism as well. I always like it, and look forward to hearing from you guys. Oh, and remember, if you can guess what my drink was, I will give you a shitty item from my inventory. The shittiest. Alright, this has been Feeder. I hope you enjoyed this glorious, glorious game. I know I did. Have